Welcome to episode 36. In this week's episode, we're travelling around the world. Well, via the books we've read. Seeing as international travel is limited at the moment, we thought it was a good opportunity to take a trip to some of the cities and countries that we would love to visit someday, which are the settings to books that we've read over the years. Stay tuned to find out where we'd love to jump on a plane to. Okay, what are you currently reading?
I am still currently reading Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor.
Laini Taylor.
Yep. I never remember how to actually pronounce her first name.
I think it's Laini.
I think it's
wrong,
Laini.
but that's how I've pronounced it for years, so hopefully.
Oh well.
Ugh.
By her. So I'm almost finished that. Very, very almost finished that. And I'm enjoying it. I'm just taking a while to get through it, which I have since discussed with you and realised it's because it's actually kind of big and it's like 500 and something pages. And like, yeah.
That would explain it.
Yeah, that explains it. Like, it's taken me longer than a normal 500-page book would have taken me, but also, you know, there's been a global pandemic and things have happened and I have other things going on and I'm not working from home. So, you know.
Yeah.
Things
Exactly.
happen. It's
There are
fine.
things.
It's fine. But, yes, so I'm almost finished that. And then I am going to move on to a book I've been basically waiting for as soon as I heard it existed, which is The Switch by Beth O'Leary, who is the author of The Flatshare, which was my top book of 2019. So, of course, I'm super excited to read more stuff of her.
And what is this one about?
Well, I thought it was going to be really cute and, like, because it's called The Switch and it's about two, like, neighbours, I think. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, yeah, it's going to be cute, like, girl next door type thing. But then I read the back of the cover and it's about a 79-year-old and a girl in her 20s. And I'm like...
Is it like a Freaky Friday type deal? Are they going to switch bodies? Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
According to the blurb, it says that they're going to do, like, a 2-month swap in their lives. So, like, the 79-year-old currently lives in Yorkshire and the 20-year-old lives in London, and they're going to, like, swap houses and, like, lives.
Cute. I wonder if the young one has to go to, like, bingo and things.
I don't 100% know, but I will find out and I will report back. But I'm still excited
Okay,
because
great.
I like Beth O'Leary, and who knows? It might be cool. Now I understand the Wellington boots on the cover. Sorry, gumboots, whatever you want to call them. I don't know.
Gumboots, Wellingtons. What do they call them in the US?
I don't know. Rubber boots?
What do they call them? Rubber boots?
Rain boots?
Rain.
Galoshes?
Yeah.
I say that like I call them Wellington boots. I don't. I call them wellies.
No, it would... Wellies, yeah. I think if you called them wellies here in New Zealand, people
They know what I mean.
know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah, they're kind of used interchangeably here. Probably not Wellingtons,
Yeah.
but wellies. Wellies
I
and
don't think
gumboots.
I've owned wellies since I was about 10.
Yeah, so I grew up on like a lifestyle block, and so I had like wellies, gumboots, up until like I moved to England. And then when I was in England, well, it's wet all the time, isn't it? So I didn't get wellies, but I got kind of like booties, like gumboot booties. Like they
Yes.
only came up to your ankles. Yeah, so I had some of those because, you know, it was hella wet, but also I didn't want to wear like Wellingtons. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be talking about
Alright,
gumboots.
anyway, there's gumboots on the cover, so that kind of makes sense because like there's an old person who lives in Yorkshire and obviously needs Wellington boots in Yorkshire. Like,
And she probably does a lot of gardening or something.
yeah, she's in rural Yorkshire.
Rural.
That's a weird word. Welcome to the podcast. We know nothing about books and we mispronounce everything.
Everything, all the time.
All the time. So, yes. That's what I'm about to read.
Excellent.
What are you currently reading?
I have just finished, as in yesterday, P.S. I Still Love You. I finally read it.
Finally.
And yes, by Jenny Han. And this is the second book, which comes after To All the Boys I Loved Before. And you can check out our whole podcast episode in season 1, I think it was, where we talk about the book and also the Netflix movie.
Yes.
Was it season 1 or was it last year?
I think
No,
it was season
2018. Yeah, so back in season 1. I'll link it in the show notes.
It was
But yes.
Love Letters, did we call it?
Yes,
I think.
Love Letters.
I think
it's one
it's
of our
like
most
episode-
popular ones as well.
Yeah, I think it's like episode 6 or 4.
That's quite specific. Yeah.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
so 2 years on from said episode when I read the first book, I finally finished the second book, and I did watch the movie like straight away, literally a couple of hours later. So that was good, fun, and so I've just picked up and I'm like 2 chapters into Always and Forever Lara Jean, because I figured might as well gung ho and like finish the series and not just have another series that I haven't finished. So, and they're small and they're fun, and I'm hoping that I can just whiz through it before the end of May, which is what we're in now, by the way.
I feel like once you're in the like Lara Jean zone,
It's quite easy to just keep on reading.
like it's quite easy to just
Yeah.
keep going. Whereas if you waited a bit and then went back to it, you kind of have to get into the zone again and get into the whole mindset of that area and
Totally.
storyline and blah 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 blah.
I might as well. And
You might as well
they're not
continue
like
reading.
big books, so it's not like it's not a chore to read them, like it's not like I have to read another
no.
huge one. So it's good. Yep. So I'm reading that right now.
Cool. This episode.
So we have decided to talk about books that are set in places that we would love to travel to or to visit, given that international travel right now is very, it's not happening. So we're going to live vicariously through the characters in these books and virtually travel to places that we actually would like to go to in real life. So we've got 4 books each. However, one of them does overlap, but we've got different books. So do you want to kick us off or do you want me to?
I can kick us off. I feel like I always
Okay.
kick us off, but
Well, you can kick us off again. Maybe it's a theme. I
okay,
don't know.
sure, whatever. When I was like scrolling through all my books, I was like, I didn't think I did, but I actually read a lot of books that are based in fictional places.
Yes. I also had
E.g., I
this
can't travel to them right
discussion.
now.
Right
Or
now.
like anytime.
But after the pandemic is over, Narnia, here we come.
Yeah. So either in fictional places or America.
Yeah.
Specifically like the whole southern west coast area. I feel like
okay.
that's like a kind of banana shape that I always tend to happen in.
Yeah. the banana
That probably
shape
makes
of
sense
America.
to no one, but it makes sense to me.
The banana states of America.
Yeah. But I did find a few that weren't in
The banana
fictional
land.
places or America.
Okay, cool.
Although one of mine is in America, but not all of them are.
Yeah, nice.
Because to be honest, if I think about all the places I want to go in the world, the banana-shaped area of America isn't really one of them. Like,
Okay.
I would like to visit, but like, it's not like bucket list thing.
Yeah,
I
sure.
would
You'd rather go somewhere
not
else and
be
check out
sad
somewhere
if I didn't ever go there.
else. Yeah.
No offense to anybody who lives there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
not high
like-
on your TB something to be traveled to? TBTT? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I don't know. It's not like my first choice of my first book is Paris.
Lovely. Yep, I thought you were
Although
gonna
to
pick
be
that one.
honest, yep.
Yep.
Not top of my bucket list, but it was the first one I came across, which is Anna and the French Kiss, which
Nice.
happens in Paris, which also happens in Atlanta, Georgia, which is part of that banana.
Oh, yes. Cool.
At least I think so. My American geography isn't great, but yes. So technically I have been to Paris before, but I've only been to Disneyland Paris.
Oh, all right.
I haven't actually been. Well, I lie. I've been in. I was a child.
And when you're a child, it doesn't really count.
I can't remember how old I was, but I think I was about 9 or 10
Okay.
when I went with my grandparents to Disneyland Paris. And I think on one of the last days, we went into Paris to then go to the airport type thing.
Yeah.
So we spent like the day there and then went off. But I don't remember where in Paris. I don't remember ever seeing the Eiffel Tower, so it can't have been like central. Could have been like a random town around Paris, but I remember being in a French city area town thing.
Yeah.
But I would like to go there where I actually remember what it is.
Yes. I highly recommend going to Paris just before Christmas. It's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Like so many...
Isn't like everything just before Christmas great?
No, but okay, so no, it's not. Because Christmas in New Zealand is not exciting because it's not cold, right? So you miss out on kind of, you know, all the pretty lights that come on at like 5 p.m. because it's dark now. We don't get that in New Zealand.
Well, yes.
But then in like in the UK, in like London, and
Maybe
around
I should specify
London.
Europe.
Oh, Europe. Yeah, Europe is different. But we found that like Christmas in England was like awesome because it was a cold Christmas and that was very novel for us when we lived there. But then we went to Paris and everything was like a lot more like delicate. I don't know, like the decorations and kind of like the vibe was a kind of more, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say? In England, it was everybody was like, yeah, put up all the lights and they're going to be all the colors, where Paris would be like, let's put up this beautiful string of lights and they're all going to be white lights. You know?
Ooh.
Like it was just kind of, it was more picturesque, I think is what I'm trying to say, than like, oh my goodness, it's definitely Christmas. I feel overwhelmed by Christmas things. So Paris and at Christmas time, or just before, we went like the 16th of December or something. Stunning, beautiful. But however, I suspect Paris in any season is stunning and beautiful.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's Paris.
I feel like it needs to be somewhere I go when I actually remember it.
And you can take like selfies.
And I would also like to go back to Disneyland Paris because I remember more of that, but like, you know, that would be great.
And who doesn't want to go to Disneyland?
Exactly.
Literally only sad people.
I feel like even sad people might want to go.
I feel like sad people should go, and they'll go to the happiest
place on earth, duh.
and be happier. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yes. So Anna and the French Kiss technically happens not like in the center of Paris, but like in the they're called quadrants, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah, so one of like outer quadrants, but they go into the city center and it's fine. It's Paris.
Yeah. Oh, fun. Okay, so my first book is set in a country in Eastern Europe, and that is Hunting Prince Dracula by Kerri Maniscalco, and it's set in Romania. And I've always wanted to go to Romania, or like basically any Eastern European country, basically. So I'm kind of like stretching it a little bit. But like Romania, looking at pictures and stuff, it's stunning. It's got like mountains and like stunning nature and castles. It has castles and like beautiful architecture and quaint villages. And they have like big animals like bears, but also bison. Do you know they've got like the bison in Romania are like some of the biggest mammals in the world? Amazing. Like terrifying. What? Terrifying. Yeah, like you wouldn't want to meet a bison.
What happens if you just like it? Yeah, like I came across it.
Well, you wouldn't
night.
want to. However, I think it's cool that you could see like a herd of bison just, you know, hanging out. That's cool. Especially from New Zealand when we don't have like big mammals that just like hang out. You know? Like cows do.
No.
But they do it in a paddock. You know? It's not exciting to see a cow.
We have the mythical moose that apparently down in
That's
South.
true. Yep, that's true. But that's
no one sees those.
Also, in the capital of Bucharest, they have this like the most stunning library, and the English like name for the library is the Carousel of Light, and I'll link a couple of pictures to it on our show notes. But it is beautiful. It's like big and white and open,
great.
and it's like it's a carousel of light, and it is stunning. And I would like to go to there, please. The characters in Hunting Prince Dracula, they're from London. So the first book happens in London, and they travel to a medical school in Romania for the duration of the story. And it's the medical school is in like this castle in the mountains, and that is what I want. Like I want to be there. Not the medical school bit. Like it doesn't have to be a medical school because I can barely put on a Band-Aid. But
imagine a castle at Christmas in the mountains with snow and bison and
wouldn't that be amazing?
So pretty. Imagine trying to decorate a castle for Christmas though.
Yeah, that's true.
Without magic.
Without magic, yeah, that's the key point there. It would take a while. You need a lot of ladders.
Yeah.
But anyway, Romania and or any Eastern European country. But Romania specifically for the purpose of this episode.
I feel like you have, like, the cool, interesting destinations, and then I'm just, like, the boring...
Paris is not boring. I love Paris.
I know like, Paris as a thing is not boring, but, like, if you ask people that, like, where they would want to go, it's, like, Paris, and then the second one is, like, hello, Venice, which is my second option.
Yes, Venice. What book is set in Venice?
A Year at Hotel Gondola, or, like, half of any Nicky Pellegrino books.
Oh, of course. True.
Basically, I would just like to go anywhere in Italy, which is, like, any Nicky Pellegrino books, but, like, if I got to choose somewhere, maybe, like, Venice would be cool.
Yeah.
Particularly before, like,
It sinks.
Water rising happens. But, you know, let's not talk about that.
Think about that.
But, I just, like, her books, it just feels like you're in it in Venice, like, when you're reading it, and I was like, it just sounds so cool, and I want to see all these little, I haven't read one of the books in ages, so I can't really remember what the words are, but, like, the little coffee shops that are just, like, the
Cute.
little barliners, and I don't drink coffee, but...
You would if you went there.
I would. I would try. And, like, the little pastry shops, and, having just a little walk down the canals, or having a little boat ride.
Yes. Getting pasta from, like, somewhere fun.
Yes.
Just
the
pasta
Hotel
anywhere.
Gondola.
Yeah.
Not a place in reality, but I'm sure all of them are like that.
Yeah.
All the hotels
exactly.
are great.
Yeah. Fun. Yum. Yep.
Yes. So, food, nice scenery, and food. That is a car.
Oh my goodness. What is that noise? What has your cat been doing?
No, it's a very squeaky car.
Yeah. Cool. Lovely.
Yeah. Just anywhere in Italy will be good.
Yeah. Okay, well, my next one is a book that I read last year, and it may... and that is Romanov by Nadine Brands. So the country is Russia. And it may have something to do with, like, the 1997 Anastasia movie, which I love. But I've, like, always wanted to go to Russia. Like, so Romanov is this reimagining of the story of Anastasia and the Romanov family. And, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I read it last year, and it's really cool. I've been to, like, bordering countries like Mongolia, but never to Russia. But I just love the architecture of the cities, like, especially in the capital, Moscow. And capital? Is Moscow the capital? Anyway, in Moscow, like St. Basil's Basilica in the Red Square. Oh, it's so cool. I actually made, I don't know if you saw it on Instagram.
I did.
Yeah, so I made, like, a cardboard replica kind of St. Basil's Cathedral over lockdown, when we were locked down here in New Zealand. And it was sort of like a puzzle, but not really. It had all, like, these punch out pieces that were kind of, it wasn't really cardboard. It was kind of like foam board. I don't know, but hard to explain. I don't really know what it was. But anyway, you punch out all the pieces and you kind of slot them all together, and then they all slot together into a bigger thing. And it's really, really pretty. And now it's sitting in our living room. And it doesn't
Forever?
really fit. Well, I guess so. I was like, done now. Put that up here. And that was several weeks ago, and it's still there. So anyway, I would love to go to Russia. And I even have, like, big fluffy hats that we wore when we lived in Mongolia. So, like, I'm ready for, like, coldness. Should I ever go?
Cold. I would not
Cold
be ready
but
for that,
pretty.
but I would be up for it.
Yeah. Should we go to Russia?
Yeah. Podcast tour.
Yes. Yeah. But it probably has to do with Anastasia. And hence the Romanov.
My third one is same as yours. I don't know if it was your third option, or your fourth option, but it is New York City.
New York, New York, New York. Yes, nice.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
Okay, I'm glad that you sang that song, because whenever someone says New York, I sing that song, and everyone starts singing who sings about New York?
Oh yeah, like New York.
Yeah.
Concrete jungle.
Yeah, and I'm like, I go
what's her
old
name?
school, and then everyone starts singing that song, and I'm like, yeah, okay, same city, but I was singing a different song, so that's yeah, thanks. So thank you. So that was great.
It's probably because I watched. I'm gonna say it's probably because I watched Madagascar recently, but no, I would always sing that song.
Yeah, good.
You mentioned New York.
Correct.
Oh, it's gonna really bug me that I can't think of her name.
Okay, well, you talk about your book, and I will have a Google.
Okay, my book that is based in New York is What If It's Us by
By Bus Honk.
Don't know what it was. What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera.
Nice.
Which happens in all over New York, if I remember correctly. I did read this back in 2018.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa,
that was so
really?
long ago.
It feels like just several months ago that I read that book.
I know. I feel...
Oh, it's Alicia
Yes.
Keys, by the way.
I know it started with an I just couldn't
And
get
I was
the...
literally just singing one of her, well, not singing, listening to, probably singing, let's be fair, one of her songs. She's got a new song out this year that I was listening to literally today. So that errors on both of us. Okay, anyway,
I mean, I was
continue.
literally listening to the New York song like a few days ago because it's
Okay.
on the, like, is it the 2010 Spotify playlist? Which
Oh, nice.
I was going through all
Throwing
those
back.
and it was great. Yeah. So yes, New York. I would really like to go, mainly because, Broadway.
Yes. Ah,
Like I
everything.
care about the rest of it, but mainly Broadway, to be
Mainly
honest
Broadway.
with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. For sure, yes.
I don't know. I assume I'm going to go with Brad, so I don't think he'll be into what I would be planning, but like,
Yeah. Get ready for Broadway, Brad.
yeah, just evening after evening, like, it's going to be so expensive, but I don't care.
It's going to be worth it.
Like, if I'm going there, I'm going to make use of my time there. Like, he can have all day. I'm having the evenings and the matinees and, whatever.
The matinees and the evenings. He can have the mornings, and that's it.
Depends on
Like,
the day.
he's looking now.
I might be going to see Harry Potter and then it's like all day. It's like... I need some breather in between them, but, like, I plan on getting through a lot of them at least.
Yes.
But, yeah. I may not even have to, because, they're all making them onto movies like Hamilton.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
Which is great.
I'm so excited about that.
I'm so excited. But yes,
Nice.
New York. You can talk about New York.
So I also had New York City, and I chose this via the book An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. So this came out. That must be 2 years ago now as well, right?
yeah,
Well,
I
at the
read it at the
beginning
start
of-
of 2018.
The start of 2018.
Yeah, it was my first book of 2018. I think. I feel like it was.
Sure, it wasn't the first book of 2019. What year are we in?
Maybe?
The
We're in
horror of
2020.
2020.
An
Goodreads.
absolute... I don't know about years anymore. Oh no, okay, I lied. It's first book of 2019.
Okay. I was like, I swear it wasn't because we hadn't started the podcast at the beginning of 2018.
Had we not?
No. I think it was halfway through 2018. What is time?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know. Anyway, so we both read this book at some point in the past that is not recent. And firstly, this book is amazing, and if you haven't read it, you should. It's really cool. And it's science fiction, I guess, but it all takes place in New York. Yeah, and I've always wanted to visit it as well. Yeah, mostly for Broadway, but like also for all the touristy kind of
I
things
mean,
as
don't
well.
they fly out to LA for half of it?
Yeah, they do. They do.
It starts in...
It starts in New York, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of big cities in America. But I've actually been to New York State, but just on the way to Canada via Buffalo. Don't go to Buffalo. I'm sorry if you're from Buffalo. I went through Buffalo. We had like 6 hours in Buffalo and there was nothing to do. Anyway, so we just got the train from...
Not as excited about Buffalo as you are about bison.
No, I'm way more excited about bison than Buffalo. That's hilarious. Yeah, we were getting the train from Chicago up to Buffalo to get the train across to Niagara on the other side in Canada. So I've been through the state. Spent about 6 hours in the state of New York, but not the city.
Oh.
No. And I would
You were
Love to
so
go.
close.
I was so close, and yet still quite far because states are big in America.
Yeah, I was going to say the closest I've been is LA, but really...
That's not close.
LA is almost just as close as the UK is.
Exactly. Buffalo
I spent a lot of
to
time there.
NYC. Okay, if I drove from Buffalo to New York City, it would take 6 hours and 25 minutes, which is about how long I spent in the state of New York to begin with. So,
Wow.
yeah.
It's not like you could just pop over, catch a show, and head back to Buffalo.
No, it's not really doable. Yeah.
That's disappointing. I know America's huge, but still, it's huge.
Yeah, you kind of don't realize how big it is, really.
No.
Anyway.
Especially when just the only two places I've lived in are tiny.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, they feel big, but they're tiny.
Yeah. Tiny land mass
I
wise.
just don't understand the mass of
the vastness.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyway. Yes.
So New York. Yeah, but back when it's, better and things. Poor New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's in its prime. That's when we want to visit.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. When all the shows are
And
actually
everything's
on.
back and running again.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In a couple of
All
years.
the restaurants and fun food are open and oh yes. Yes. I feel like I'm really excited to go there, but I feel like it's gonna freak me out with the amount of people. I don't understand how the zebra crossings work, because the cars just continue going, and I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whenever I watch movies of New York,
just
it's
get stressed
I
out.
don't understand how you cross the road.
Yeah, I think they just walk. I think New York is they just walk.
I think they do. I feel like if I go to New York, I will be like Elf in New York.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Buddy in New York, and just trying to cross things, and it's not working. It's like, ah,
Yeah.
the yellow ones don't stop.
Yeah. I feel like Christmas has come up a lot of times in this episode, even though, we're only in June.
It's because we're not in June.
I know, but when this comes out, we'll be in June.
Okay.
It's nearly Christmas. It's 6 months to Christmas, you guys.
It's midwinter Christmas. There we go.
Christmas. Great. Okay, so what's your next one?
I'm kind of cheating.
Oh, great. Well, this is what I do all the time.
I
so
mean,
you're welcome
technically
to
it's the
cheat.
same setting, but I've chosen Mythos because I really want to go to Greece.
Yes.
And technically it's set in Greece. It's just
Yeah, technically.
many, 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 many years ago, and I'd like to go to current Greece, but
Yes. Mm-hmm.
but I think that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I just really want to go to a Greek island, like Santorini or Mykonos or something like that, and
Yes.
also Athens would be fun, and
Yeah.
Mount Olympus an actual thing?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yeah, I thought it was. That could be cool. If
Yeah.
it's not just literally just staring at a
I think
mountain.
Is it? I think so.
I feel like it is.
I-
Because all the stories are based off actual things that might not be named the same anymore, but
No, it still is.
it still is. That could be cool.
There's also a ski field in New Zealand called Mount Olympus, which is what the first Google result is for me. So there we go.
Maybe I could just go to that Mount Olympus.
Maybe. It's pretty much the same. Just take some olives with you and it'll be like you're there.
Yeah, hey, I went to Mount Olympus on my summer holidays. Wow, you went to Greece? No, you just went.
No.
Wait, whereabouts in
It's
New Zealand is it?
Not allowed international travel. I think it'll be on
So down south.
Mount Olympus, temporarily closed. I hear ya.
Not for the
Oh,
gods.
it's in Canterbury, yeah, so it'll be
Yeah.
in the Southern Alps. Yeah.
Okay. That could be fun. Mm-hmm. But yes, I would like to go to Greece.
Yeah.
Which,
Um,
to be honest, if I think about it, I feel like Greece, I don't know where I'm going with this. I feel like I choose places where I don't actually know if I'll be comfortable eating there.
oh, why?
I'm not the best eater.
No, but I
Like-
think Greece is safe. They eat a lot of salad. And they
I'm
have
fine with salad, but I feel like, don't they eat a lot of fish and seafood? Because I'm not a fish and seafood person.
Yeah, so we didn't, because I went to Athens. So my friend and I spent 5 days in Athens. While there were Athens riots happening, by the way, I survived. It was fine. Anyway, so we went there, but we stayed in the city, so we didn't go out to the islands or anything. So I can't say for sure about coastal cuisine of Greece. However, like in the city, it was like fine. They did like big salads, a lot of feta. Like I have
Yeah.
stories about the feta, and like pasta and pizza.
Yeah, I
and
feel like it's fine, like in the mains.
I think it's fine. I think you would have like good other non-fishy options on the coast, just probably not as many.
Yeah.
You just might eat like a lot of bread or something.
I would be fine with a holiday of bread.
Yeah, see? Yeah, there you go. And then you can just pop over to Italy and like replenish your energy with like a lot of pasta and stuff.
Yeah, because like, what are Greeks known for other than like salad and fish?
Olives.
Olives.
Feta.
Don't like olives.
It's a lot of feta. I don't like olives either. And I survived in
deal
Athens
with
for
feta.
5 days without eating olives.
I'm sure I'll survive. If not, I will eat bread and climb Mount Olympus on bread.
Yes.
I'm not planning on climbing it.
No.
But if they have like a nice little gondola ride up, that would be great.
Oh, yes. Nice. That would be lovely.
Here you go, Greece. In case you're listening, just check me out.
In
This
case
is-
the
this is
entire
what
country's
you
listening.
you should do for when I arrive.
Roll out the red carpet. Sophie's coming to Greece. Make sure the
Build me
red
a
carpet ends in
gondola.
a gondola.
Gondola in Venice, gondola in Greece.
Ah. Yep.
Anyway. What's your fourth
love it.
option before we get crazy with Greece?
Oh gosh. So my fourth one is Ireland, Northern or Republic of, because of the Artemis Fowl series. So again, I kind of cheated as well and did a whole series. So my biggest regret about living in England for 2 years was not making the time to pop over to Ireland.
I
It
lived
was
there for 13 years and I've never been to Ireland.
See? Exactly.
I've been to
What
Wales
a
and
missed
Scotland.
opportunity. Man, I love Wales and Scotland.
And
but I would have
Jersey.
loved to have gone.
The Isle of Wight and all
you went
those
to
little...
Je-
Yeah.
Wow, but you didn't go to Ireland?
No.
Wow.
Weirdly, I don't know.
I would love to go there.
It would be good.
Yeah, it would be really cool. Just to explore. And the Artemis Fowl series takes place in like multiple locations, including fictional ones. Like it's not solely based in the Republic of Ireland, but the Fowl family is from Dublin and they've got like their manor around Dublin somewhere, I think. So I'm counting it. I would love to go there. I'm just like seeing images of it in my head and I'm like, yeah. A lot of like stone walls and things.
Yes. I want to go to
A lot of Irish people.
I want to go somewhere
Love the
that's not a
Irish
house.
accent. Right now, would be happy for anything. Yes.
Yes.
You can come to Auckland now, though.
I can
I'm just
come to
saying.
Auckland. I've been in my house and I've been to my parents' house, and that's about it.
And it's only like, 3-hour drive away?
40-minute.
Oh, 40 minutes. True.
Not
No,
even 3
I
hours.
was thinking higher up. Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
No. And I've been to the supermarket.
40 minutes wouldn't even get you to the other side of Auckland. You went to the
Yep,
supermarket, that's
yep.
good.
Not as nice as Greece, but still
No.
sells
You can
feta
probably find
and
like feta at the
olives.
supermarket, though. Exactly.
not quite Mount Olympus, but
It's basically Greece.
yep. Do you have any shout outs?
No.
No.
I mean, I will, but I forgot to think of them. To be honest. I like basically I want to go everywhere
Well,
in the world that
yeah.
I haven't already been to, and I also want to go back to the places that I already have been. So basically, think of a book, think of that location. I want to go to there. Even fictional places and fantasy
But we're not talking about
worlds.
fictional places today.
No, we can't talk about fictional places.
I have a few shout outs. So I have Murder on the Orient Express because the Orient Express sounds really cool, but actually it doesn't exist anymore, but that would be cool. So it's train
would be.
ride from like Istanbul to Paris, which would be awesome, going through like all
That
all
would
of
be
Europe
amazing.
areas.
Turkey. I want to go to Turkey. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Sure. And then I also have
Yeah.
Call Me By Your Name by Andre Achiman. I don't know how you pronounce his surname, but it's placed in the Italian Riviera, which sounds great, and I would like to go there after
nice.
Venice.
Yes, it does.
And then I also have Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan, which is kind of cheating because it's based in a lot of many places, but there's Singapore, New York, Hong Kong, China, London, and more.
Wow, is it really in all those places? I haven't read it.
Yeah, it is, because there's like
Nor have I seen the
loads
movie.
of people live everywhere and they just kind of skip between everything. But, I mean, I probably like to go to Paris and Europe and stuff over Singapore and China, but if I only have one option,
If it's on
it's
offer.
on offer.
Exactly.
yeah, that'd
Yep.
be cool. I haven't been there, so I'd like to go places.
Yeah.
I think that's basically our whole thing is we would like to go everywhere.
We would like to go everywhere. That is the conclusion.
I don't know. There's probably some other places where I actually probably wouldn't want to go.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'd like to go to like Norway. That'd be cool.
I would love to go to Norway because I'm part Norwegian.
Of course you are.
Fun fact. Yeah, that's me. I'm secretly from Scandinavia. Yeah. But funny thing about that is, so with genealogy story, my grandma is like a quarter Norwegian. That's right. So I always thought I was, anyway, I thought I was like a 16th or a 32 Norwegian. But then it turns out that my dad has Norwegian in him too, which like bumped up the percentage. So I'm like 24% or something Norwegian. And I was like, well, that's way cooler than like 7 or whatever it was.
That's cool.
You know, like in percentage rather than ifs.
I would like
Anyway,
something in mind.
I'm a lot more Norwegian than I
I'm
thought
just
I was.
a full English breakfast.
But full English breakfast is very good.
Yeah, it's just not too exciting.
Funny. But yes, you should go to Norway.
Yeah.
You should take me too. Podcast trip to Norway. Maybe we can find some Norwegian authors to read.
Sure, yes. And like Finland and Austria.
Yes. Oh, Austria, The Sound of Music.
It's everywhere.
I would like to go and see these hills that are alive with the sound of music, please.
Yep.
In Switzerland.
Yes.
Basically, Europe and Scandinavia, anywhere. I have been to Sweden, but just for like a couple of days and just to the capital and then like one other town. But yeah, that would be cool.
And like Iceland would be cool.
Yes! Iceland. I'm scared of Icelandic though. They have no vowels. I don't like. It scares me. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Canada. Canada is a big one on my list. I want to go to Canada.
Oh, Canada. Yeah, a lot of maple syrup and a lot of moose. So
I would like to see a
that's
moose.
very fun. Go to Vancouver.
Yeah. I'm not picky. I just want to go to Canada.
And also, you can direct fly to Vancouver from Auckland. It's about 13 hours.
Sounds great.
It's great.
Let's do that. Next week.
Highly recommend it.
Go.
Yeah, sweet. Bye, guys.
What do you think? Where would you want to fly to around the world right now? And no, you can't choose Narnia. Let us know by tweeting us at Ransom Reviews or messaging us on Instagram at Ransom Reviews Pod. Until next time, happy reading.